My name is Greg Laemmle, and I am the president of Laemmle Theaters. There you go. It is my honor and pleasure to be here today as we celebrate the groundbreaking for our next movie theater, the Laemmle New Hall 7. When my grandfather Max Laemmle and his brother Kurt started the business with 2 leased locations in the Highland Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, I don't think they could have imagined that we would be here today, 80 years and 3 generations later, about to embark on a multi-million-dollar construction project. But their hard work building up and keeping the business going in those early years led to my father taking over and consolidating our position as the premier exhibitor of foreign and art cinema in the region. And we continue today as a family-owned and operated business. So first and foremost, I want to thank my cousin Jay Reisbaum, who, as our head of real estate, has put in the long hours getting this project to the starting point. Thank you, Jay. And as a family-owned business, I also want to thank my wife, Tish, who is our chief fan and social media promoter. She put in, she's a diehard fan. She was there to the bottom of the 13th inning last night. Didn't get home till 1 a.m., and yet here she is today. So thank you for being here, sweetie. Thank you for all the support, and go Dodgers. Now, we are ultimately here today because the residents of the Santa Clarita Valley consistently let their city officials know in survey after survey that they wanted a Laemmle venue in the SCV. But those cries did not fall on deaf ears. So thanks to City Manager Ken Striplin, and also major thanks to the city's economic development team of Tom Cole, Jason Crawford, and Denise Covert, they took the direction from these residents and worked diligently to create a package of incentives and subsidies which help provide a greater degree of comfort on what is still a major investment for our family. And when it came time for elected officials to cast a vote, the City Council did not waver. So my thanks to the council members who voted on our project, including former council members Dante Acosta and Tim Ben Boydston, and current council members Lorene West, Marcia McLean, and Bob Keller. And thanks as well to current council members Bill Miranda and Cameron Smythe, who surely would have been in favor of this project had they been on the council when our project came up. Now, the Laemmle New Hall is just a small part of what is happening in Old Town New Hall. The vision for this parcel started with Jason Tollison and his team at Serrano Development Group. And further, we can't imagine better partners and neighbors, better neighbors than Jeff Paul and the investor group behind the New Hall Crossings retail and residential project, which will share a central plaza with the theater. And finally, if you like what you see on the renderings, both interior and exterior renderings, please note that credit goes to Marco Marancini and Trevor Abramson and their team at Abramson Teeger Architects. Now, if this had been the Oscars, the orchestra would have played me off the stage a few minutes ago. So thank you for indulging me in this long list of thank yous. And at this time, it is my great pleasure to turn things over to Mayor Lorene West. Mayor West.
Greg's taller, and he rides a bike better, too. I do ride a horse better, Greg. Good morning. I am the mayor, as Greg said, and wow, we've waited a really long time, right? But we have our very own New Hall Laemmle Theater coming, and I would now like to recognize some dignitaries that are here with us. So let me first introduce my good friends and my team and wonderful people, our City Council. Mayor Pro Tem Marcia McLean, Councilman Bob Keller over there, Councilman Bill Miranda, and Councilman Cameron Smythe. Bravo. From Parks and Recreation, we've got Kieran Wong, Victor Lindenheim, and Ruth Ann Levison. Great team. We also have Planning Commissioner Renee Berlin. She's here. And from our Arts Commission, our wonderful Arts Commissioners Susan Shapiro, John Dow, and Patty Rasmussen. God bless you. You guys have worked so hard. Our City Manager Ken Striplin's with us, and our Assistant City Manager Frank Oviedo. And I think we're really, really a special community. We have the special attention. Our very own Senator Scott Wilk is with us. And our very own Assemblyman Dante Acosta, who also voted for this project. We have Josie Sandy here representing Congressman Steve Knight, and Nicole Vartanian representing our very own 5th District Supervisor Catherine Barger. So this is really an historic day for Old Town Newhall and the premier arts and entertainment district in our city. And we're very proud to finally get here. I need to do a personal thank you. This has taken a really long time. If you were here 10 years ago, you know the difference. I want to thank the city manager, Ken Striplin, and the city council, who has continuously stayed with this to make this dream come true for all of us, for our community, the community that wants to live, work, play, and enjoy each other's company right here. So bravo, city. Give them a hand. I also want to thank a lot of community members who consistently sent letters, made calls, were there in support, answered surveys, and as Greg pointed out, did so many things to keep this dream alive. And all the businesses in downtown Newhall that also extremely supportive. This has been a wonderful process in the culmination of today, a dream for everybody. Where we are is the portal to our history and the future for our arts district. It began with the Walk of Western Stars and the early films almost 100 years ago with our very own William S. Hart and his contemporaries. Today's groundbreaking will mark the start of a final project right here on this corner lot, which was part of the redevelopment area. I want to congratulate Laemmle Theater on a monumental undertaking, as well as Serrano Development, who is working busily away and doing a great job. We are ready to transform the empty lot today into this vibrant cultural setting. This will be for all residents and tourists. As you can see, construction is coming along nicely in Newhall, and the crews are framing and working diligently on pieces of the structure, and we look to see them done soon. Of course, the star is right behind me as far as I'm concerned, because without that amazing city-owned parking structure, which is open and being put to good use here in Old Town, we would not be able to move forward on anything else. And I just want to say bravo, all the engineers and all the city staff that worked so hard on that parking structure, because it really is a jewel. We can't wait for Laemmle Newhall 7 to open. And when complete, this new theater is going to include 7 screens and approximately 500 seats for moviegoers, which I know will be filled all the time. As you may know, Laemmle theaters are known for showcasing independent, foreign, and also art house cinema theater. These genres, which are not readily available in our city, soon will be. And by the end of 2019, our residents will be able to experience artistic, groundbreaking, and innovative films right here in Old Town Newhall, where we are. I'm ready. I can walk here. As this is part of our Arts Master Plan, the city is committed to increasing the artistic and cultural opportunities for our residents. Why not? We have the best talent anywhere, and the movie industry loves us, so why not have the movies too? Additions of Laemmle, Newhall, and Newhall Crossings are going to help us get to the goal that we've long sought. The Old Town Newhall redevelopment block and mixed-use project was a major part of our 2020 plan that's coming to fruition. This theater is going to provide residents for the opportunities for the arts and entertainment they've been craving. Also, the food, the beverages, the shopping, the gossip. There could be all kinds of fun things down here. On behalf of the City Council, I would like to congratulate Laemmle as construction gets underway. And Greg Laemmle, you have been a jewel to work with, and we have all enjoyed the privilege of working with your very, very entrenched artistic arts family. And you bring with you such a legacy, and we are so proud. I would just like to say, I can't wait, and I know you can't either. So now I'd like to invite up Greg Laemmle to accept a certificate from the city commemorating this event. And we'd all like to congratulate and thank him. So let me have the City Council come up. I'm now going to have Greg Laemmle take over, and he will accept all the certificates from our dignitaries, and we're very, very proud to have so many of you here. Thank you. Greg?
Thank you, Mayor West. Those very kind remarks. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce or bring up Senator Scott Wilk.
Thank you, Greg. What an honor to be here. It's been a frustration of mine and Vanessa's since we moved here that we have to drive out of town to see film. We have one genre here in Santa Clarita, and that's the man film. Superman, Batman, Aquaman. And that's the only films we get here. And those are fine for my kids, but they're not really my cup of tea. So we're really excited about that. We're not only excited about it coming here, that's be for our local people, but also it's going to bring added tourism here. I appreciate this project because they're paying prevailing wage, so we have mortgage paying jobs right here for our local people that live here in Santa Clarita, so that is awesome. And then one final thing, I just want to do a shout out to the City Council. Being in elected office, no one ever calls and said, hey, thanks for voting yes on AB 138 or whatever. All we do is get complaints. And everybody complained to you guys about the hospital, and those promises were made and those promises were kept, and we're going to have much better health care. This project, there's a lot of naysayers here, and we're refuting that every single day when I see these sticks go up. So I want to thank you as well. So you're taking a chance on Santa Clarita, but I think it's going to have a big payoff for you, and I really appreciate the fact that you guys are committed to us and we are committed to you. Congrats.
Thank you, Senator Wilk. I hope we still can play the old man and the gun. I know it has the word man in the title, but that's what people expect from us. Well, no, exactly, and it's not playing here, so. It's now my a pleasure to introduce one of our early supporters and a good friend, someone we recently ran into in the halls in Sacramento, Dante Acosta, Assemblyman Dante Acosta.
Well, it is exciting to finally be here. It's a great day. Having been involved in this process early on, not as long as Mayor West, but certainly a number of years. You know, and as someone who grew up in the entertainment industry and watching this, I can't wait for, Transformers not... Oh, wait a minute. You're not showing that, probably. I can't wait for the really good films that we're going to have here. Not that there's anything wrong with our friends that are putting out all the action films, but every once in a while, as our palates mature and as our community matures, we want to have something a little bit different, and that's one of the wonderful things about Laemmle. My wife and I often go down into the valley and see some of your, visit some of your locations there and elsewhere, and it's going to be able to keep it right here. And so it was really my honor to work on this project. It was hard. It was very difficult, as the mayor pointed out. Some of those closed sessions got a little bit rancorous, but we were able to get this parking structure behind us completed. It is now being used. I used it just Saturday night at a big event, and what a convenience to be able to park and grab an elevator, go up or down, and go to one of our great charities here. But all of you in a very short time are going to be able to see the vision that is happening here with my colleagues. But Greg, it's really been a pleasure to get to know you and your family and your lovely wife Tish, my Facebook friend. So I'm going to present this to Greg, but you're going to have to come up for a photo as well, if that's okay. But thank you so much, and on behalf of my office and all of the art house movie fans throughout the Santa Clarita and frankly surrounding areas that are going to come and enjoy this, we thank you for coming to Santa Clarita.
We won't have any room left for art in the building if we put all the certificates up. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to call up Josie Sandy, representing Congressman Steve Knight.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's always exciting when we get to present certificates to new businesses that are partnering with our community and bringing more opportunities to us. So, Mr. Laemmle, on behalf of Congressman Steve Knight, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
And finally, Nicole Vartanian, representing County Supervisor Catherine Barger.
I'll keep this short and sweet, but on behalf of Supervisor Barger, we want to just say congratulations on this milestone in the building process. I know it's not easy to get started, but once you do, it'll get done, and it'll get done fast. Fingers crossed. As a resident in this community, it's always great to have options, and being able to see those great forum and artsy films. I'm happy that I don't have to drive down to the valley, just like everyone else has said. So on behalf of Supervisor Barger, again, I'd like to say congratulations and present you with this wonderful certificate.
Well, thank you very much for being here. I believe that concludes our what? Oh, yes, of course. But again, thank you very much for being here. We couldn't be more excited about getting started on this project, and we do hope that we will fulfill the promise of helping to transform and create an arts and entertainment district for the entire Santa Clarita Valley right here in Old Town Newhall. That's our goal, and we're gonna get it done.
1, 2, 3.